Thomas.
Hi, Gerald. How are you?
I am well. This is Tarot Your Way. That's Thomas. And I think it would be cool if people went over to his channel and liked and subscribed, because I want Thomas to have more subscribers. So there you go. I'm well. I'm glad to have you here. Thank you.
Okay. Excuse me just a moment. My meal is here.
I will mute you. So while Thomas is getting his meal, we're having a deck casual about this deck. It's called the Word Cloud Tarot, and it is well, that was quick.
I just had her. It comes in grocery bags, so they hang it on my doorknob for me.
Okay.
I've got the door open for the cat to go in and out. So.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we're talking. We're doing what is called a deck casual for the Word Cloud Tarot. It is a Happy Toast deck, and the Word Cloud Tarot is. And yeah, Thomas and I have two different versions. Mine I got from Kickstarter, and it was in a tin. And yours, did it come with a box, or was it just?
It's tuck box.
Tuck box. Okay. And his is a legitimate deck. It's not counterfeit. So, and his came with a little guidebook. Mine did not, or I don't have access to it. But, and by the way, I do have to say this: please purchase responsibly. Know your limits. The deck, the website is in the description, and it's wordcloudtarot.com. Currently, they're looking for people to distribute in the United States. So I know that doesn't make it any easier for people, but, bummer. And so we'll be talking about this. Meanwhile, people have gone over to Tarot Your Way and have liked and subscribed to your channel, right, people? Yeah. How's that?
Links are in the description.
Yeah, links are in the description, but Thomas is being very polite, be very quiet, letting me pimp things out. So pimp things out anyhow. All right, let's say hi to some people, shall we?
Absolutely.
Fatima is here. Hello, good to see you. Lottie B is here. Nice to see you. Jane the Seeker is here. Hi, Jane. And we do match, don't we?
Let's reschedule, Jane.
So Jane is commenting that we match. We both knit our own hats. So Marita is here. Hello. Ramon Moon Scarab is here. Hello, Ramon. And Jonathan Daly is here. Hi, Jonathan. You're very interested in this deck. And Lottie B has thought about getting this deck as well. I hope that as we go through this, it helps you decide whether or not you would want to add to your collection. Pierrette is here. Hello. And here you go. Ramon is being one of the best chatters, and he has liked and subscribed to your channel, Thomas. So this is good. And all right. So anyhow, this deck, I believe it was delivered in 2023, wasn't it? You got it in 2023. And it was it was a Kickstarter. And the Kickstarter campaign is linked in the description. So you can see that there. And so I think we both have the same version. His comes in a tuck box. Mine came in a tin because that's what I wanted. I wanted the tin. I like stuff in a tin. And the good thing about this tin is the lid actually fits on the back.
Yeah.
So it's
I like those too.
Yes. So it's like that for me. Hershey is here, sending out positive vibes to everybody. Thank you. And um, so mine was in a tin. I'm just jumping right into the deck casual, Thomas. So
Sure.
if you see some chat that I miss, let me know. Mine came in a tin. Thomas's came in a tuck box. I did not have a little white book. However, the cards themselves, as you'll see them, this deck was considered, they talked about how it would be very good for somebody learning tarot because there are words on the cards. Let's see if there we go, a little bit better. So you can see that there are they're word clouds. You've heard of word clouds, right? And it's a thing. Turn that off. See if that helps. Yeah. So I don't know if you necessarily need to have that. So the card stock is a linen finish, and it is shiny. It shuffles pretty well. I mean, how is it for you to work with it? Because you're not putting it in the card shuffler.
Um, it's very slippery with the linen because it adds that air cushion between the cards. So they tend to fall over if I have it stacked up in front of me, but
Okay.
everything does. So
Okay. And by the way, Pierrette has subscribed to you as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Pierrette.
And yeah, I was just like going, I want to get Thomas to 300. So I'm gonna be really annoying. No, I'm not. Well,
So
I'm going
the finish is basically like the first plaid back Rider-Waite Smith with the linen finish that I got from Barnes and Noble in the 90s.
Okay.
You know, similar weight in the cards, maybe even a little thicker card stock for this.
Yeah. And it may be done through Make Playing Cards because Jonathan mentioned that the tin looks like a Make Playing Cards. I do not know what finish this would be at Make Playing Cards, but that's okay.
But it definitely has the crosshatch pattern of the linen on it.
I think, can you sort of see that? No, it does. But it has no special edging. So it's just plain. There's no color or anything like that. I have not edged mine. Hi, Rossi.
Sort of an oatmeal color.
Yes, yes. And it is they are bordered. So you can see that. They have a border, and here, Jamie's not watching. So at the bottom, the trumps are numbered and they're called trumps. And we have the label. On the minors, we actually have, say, for instance, looking at the Three of Pentacles, we have where it says Three of Pentacles, and then it gives us a keyword, an additional keyword. So, and Rossi says, I've been so close to buying this deck. Michelle Williams is here, and Nalani. So yeah, so it has the keywords on it. Oh, you know what I haven't done is I wonder if the keywords are Thoth related. I don't know that. So
This would be a keyword that for the Six of Swords it says science is the keyword, and I've not ever connected science.
Yeah, that's not what I've done either
With that card.
Yeah. Here are the backs. So the back, it's not reversible. So, I mean, well, it is reversible because I actually do it because Thomas made me do it. This is one deck that normally I put in reversals. So there's the back, and it is standard tarot card size. This is an RWS, and it fits right there. So there you go. I feel like I'm talking really, really fast. Nalani said, I want a deck that provides keywords and astrology information. Oh, okay. So
there's several out there.
There are. Okay. Now, this is where, I like to go through and find out how they have the naming of the majors. And as I mentioned, we see it says it has trumps. And then it gives that. So, where is... Please hold. So the Wheel of Fortune, for instance, is just called Fortune. And I have stuff pulled out. The Judgment is called Aeon. By the way, cartoon nudity. And then we have the Universe. So that's 21. And by the way, if people do have cards that they specifically want to see, let us get through these and then let us know, and we'll be able to show you. What do trumps correlate to? Major Arcana is what they would relate to. And not going. Okay. One thing. Okay, so the court. Oh, strength is 8, and justice is 11. So it's that way. And with the court cards, here's an interesting thing about the court cards: is the court cards continue the number. So this is the knight is the 12. So the page is 11, the knight is 12, the queen is 13, and the king is 14. So there's that. Does anybody actually have this deck? I'm just curious.
In the background, there's at least 40 to 50 different words.
Yes.
And of different sizes. So I find this, I reach for this deck a lot when I do political readings, and I want something that, is not kind of standard for RWS.
Yes.
And, maybe I scan it and find a word that will pick up meaning in that political read.
Absolutely. And the suit elemental association, which is something that I pay attention to. Since I didn't get a guidebook, I don't know, but the backgrounds of the wands are red. The cups are a brown or a tan. The swords are a blue background, and the or the pentacles are a green background. And then the trumps, the major arcana, are purple. So visually, it's easy to quickly tell sometimes. So the first version on Kickstarter was an alien version, and this one is called the Happy Toast version. Yes. Yes. Now, I have gotten obsessed, and because I have learned from Mark Astro Tarot to pay attention to which way the people are facing. So there are 19 cards with people facing left, 22 cards with people looking at the center, 24 cards with people looking at the right, and 7 cards with them combined. So, so there you go. Now I can put that away. So, and Michelle Williams is work lurking. So, all right. Anything else you want to say about this deck before we actually start sharing some of our favorite cards?
Well, one day I played Where's Waldo with the deck,
Uh-huh.
and I must have been having a down day because I looked for the word hope, and I found the word hope was on 9 different cards in the deck. And if I can get, it was on number 6, Lovers, number 10, Wheel of Fortune, number 17, Star, the Ace of Cups, the 2 of Cups, the 3 of Cups, the 4 of Cups, you know, that being that emotional suit, the Page of Cups, and the 2 of Wands. And those were the 9 cards I found the word hope on. I think I gave it a good enough look through, but always a chance that I missed something.
So just so that you can get a close-up of this is how word clouds work. And for some reason, I thought at one point they may have put out a call for people to say what they associated with each of the cards. And so you put that into a program, and the more often you use that or hear it referred to, the larger the word is. So some of them are really large, and some of them are actually pretty small. So, what are you chuckling about, Thomas?
Oh, because I told her she had to wear my glasses because I have to have them to read the small print.
And do you have your glasses, Thomas?
Yes, I located them yesterday when I cleaned off my dresser top behind me.
So that is, I can see that would be very helpful, Thomas. The way you're using them with political readings. One of the things that, I will be perfectly honest, full disclosure, some of these cards I do not agree with the words that are on there. And you know, kudos to me for not taking a marker and scratching them out. That still could happen, but so you might see some cards that are not lined
but then again, like if you're programming cards to mean something for political reads or something, there may be a key in there that you wouldn't have ever associated with. Like, I would say the 6 of Pentacles would be money laundering. You may say it is charity, but in a political reading, it could be money laundering.
Yeah.
You know, my favorite charity is myself.
There you go. And so also, you know, there's a way to do bibliomancy with these, is that you shuffle them and you turn it over. What is the word that catches your attention first? And that can also, so that adds an interesting layer to it. So, all right. Thomas, do you want to show us your first card?
Okay. I'm going to tell a lot about myself. Showing this card. I've been in the workforce for 50 years, and we have the Eight of Pentacles. But notice his tongue hanging out the side of his mouth. That's the Thomas concentration face.
Uh-huh. Yep.
And to this day, I can't juggle or cut things with scissors without the tongue automatically coming out. That's the concentration.
There you go. And so you can see some of the words here associated with this. I'm doing it sort of slow so when people can watch the playback. And the key word on this card is prudence. So, and my book.
Dear Prudence, won't you come out and play?
Yes. And oh, and Hershey said, I definitely noticed Thomas just didn't want to yell at you on the live.
Glasses.
Yes, yes. So my first card that I pulled is the Hermit, and it's one of the trumps, and it's number 9. And I always look at the Hermit to see. Is that one of yours too?
Yes.
Yeah, I really like this image. I like the close-up aspect of it, and all of the words. Yeah, they can be associated with it. So, but I appreciate it, and if I could grow a beard that long, I totally would. So, but yeah. So, all right. So what's your next card, Thomas? Of course, I didn't ask you how many cards do you have?
I think I ended up with 9.
Okay. Okay.
This would be my personal card. I'm the Queen of Wands with my little black kitty.
Okay. And please hold.
And her smell, I would associate with evergreen and basil, because that's sort of what the stalk of a sunflower smells like.
Yeah. So it's the Queen of Wands, and I'm going to get close so people can see. And Thomas is bringing up the live that I did with Richie and Betsy, medium Betsy Palmer, where we were talking about the sense of smell. And stay tuned. Richie is going to do a live talking about the smells associated with each card. So, and we have a question from Michelle Williams. Question for Thomas: do you prefer not being able to read the small print? LOL.
Man. Have you been talking with Hershey?
I haven't. I don't know if Michelle has.
Yeah.
So, but there you go.
Go ahead. I rarely do what's correct or right for myself.
Oh, well. I'll read you later. Jonathan said, I love that, Thomas. Just included the smell of the card. Yeah, it's totally true. Totally true. Well, okay, so you mentioned the Queen of Cups. I have pulled out all of the queens because I like all of the queens. So here's you mentioned the Queen of Wands.
Yeah.
So here's the Queen of Wands. Here's the Queen of Pentacles.
Thank you, Rossi, for the welcome.
The Queen of Swords. And then we have the Queen of Cups. For me, there's something about these queens. I really appreciate them. So,
yeah, I like the humor and the style of the animation of the cards.
So, Maybe what I should do, if people want, if you're watching this on the playback, leave me a comment if you want to flip through. So, and so just showing these so that people can see them. Some of the, and you know, this is where we get, it's really small. And there are repeat cards because the meanings can be very similar. Oh, yes, not about your glasses. I'm just saying because I've been in your position before. When I finally put on my glasses, I thought, holy shit, I can see. Yep. And hypnicity, I have a black cat too. Tango. And will we see Andy? Andy, right?
Yeah, Andy is behind my computer screen. She has found my decks that are in tarot bags, and she's like impossibly laid and sprawled on those. She's found the most comfortable spot she can find and be
She's
with me.
cat. She's basically made of liquid. So Mousy is here. Hi, Mousy. Glad to have you here. And okay, so I said I went through all of the queens because I called that one card. It's my show. I worked it. So what's your next card?
Might be surprising to people, but we have the Ten of Swords.
Okay.
And it says ruin. Ruin is its keyword.
Yep.
I usually go with betrayal or backstabbed.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the, you know, the dead on the floor without a lot of blood and gore.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, and some of these words get really, really small. So, but yeah. You know, it's like alcoholism. I'm not sure how alcoholism fits into the Ten of Swords, but okay.
Well, it can betray you.
It can, yes. That's a good stretch, Thomas. I appreciate that.
Well, since I was there for, you know, a good 15 years of my prior life.
It's very true. Book said, I thought Thomas was saying the word, saying the way his kitten smells, and my Zelda Moon just did her morning explosion warranting gas mask for the neighborhood. Oh my. And Jonathan said, I've also seen the Ten of Swords as an acupuncture treatment. Yes, I've seen that too. And Coyote Rosenbaum is here. Hi, Coyote. Good to see you. So, all right. Anything else you want to say about the Ten of Swords?
Let me look at some wording on here.
And you don't have to. I mean, are you wearing your glasses, Thomas?
No, I'm not. Anger, bipolar, conflict, diet. Yeah, I wouldn't have put that word in there, but
yeah. Morella is here. Hi, Morella. Good to see you. All right. I'm going to show trumps that I have because I pulled out the Hanged Man. I like it. And this is one of those things that I also appreciate a lot of the keywords. Was that on your list too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I,
Share what it is that you like about that, Thomas.
for some reason, I like that I don't see his feet.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, and this is the art style of Happy Toast. There are no feet, so but yeah. Um and then I also pulled out Temperance because Temperance really definitely looks like an angel, and there's a confidence about Temperance in my mind. And I also pulled out 20, which is Judgment, and I think it's just a fascinating idea with that hand coming down, you know.
It's like the claw game.
Yes, it is like the claw
Are
game.
you gonna get lucky enough and stay there till you get
Yes.
to the prize shoot?
Yes. I love that. So that I think could be very interesting in a reading with it. And then the last one that I have is Universe, which would be the world. And I don't know, there's just something about this woman. Oh, by the way, um, nudity alert cartoons. So look away. But there's something about this person that is very confident, and I also like how we have the snake biting its tail. So I think that's interesting.
And there's for the classic snake biting its tail. There's a word for it, but I can't
Is
remember
it
that.
an Ouroboros? No. Okay, Thomas, I'll be right back because I got a package, and if I don't get it, it'll go. And Jonathan Daly says I'm suddenly hearing the alien toys from Toy Story. The claw. So I will be right back. Keep talking.
Okay. For also selected a lot of trumps. I particularly like this death card because even the horse is a skeleton. We have death. He's he's protecting himself with armor, but he's just bones, and the horse is just bones as well. But I like the cartoon imagery of the scythe there. Um, I guess I'm liking the darker cards because this deck lightens them up in my mind.
Which cards that get lightened up?
Like the darker trumps. I just showed Death 13, and now I'm showing the Devil.
And I will help you
Because they're in cartoon form. It just lightens them up and doesn't make them as serious or heavy for me. And then I also selected Tower. So the Hanged Man used to be my stalker card in the 90s. And now since I've been reading on YouTube, the Tower has become my stalker card.
Ouroboros is correct, Gerald. Rosanna said. If Deb were here, Deb's always right. So we know that. So okay, so basically you just showed cards that were in my I wish I had enough room to put them in.
Oh, good.
So, so this was Death. And then I also, one of the things that I appreciate about the Devil, Thomas, is we just have the Devil. We don't have the beings interacting with the Devil.
Yeah, we don't have the lovers enchained.
Yes. So,
and then this is my last card. I
Well,
guess I
goodness. Okay.
like those heavier cards just being
Sure.
portrayed straight out and not with a lot of blood and gore. Um,
Uh-huh.
the symbolism of the Three of Hearts. We've all had loss and heartbreak and
Sure.
separation in our lives, um, and it's never easy.
Yeah.
It's a grieving process when those
Mhm.
things happen to us.
And this key word is sorrow. And I think Hershey just said this is the worst card in the deck, she thinks, for her. Basically, she never likes to get it. Is that right, Hershey? You never want to get the Three of Swords. So and you
Well,
can go ahead.
absolutely, everybody's had loss and sorrow and grief and separation in their life, and it's if you can just remember what the lesson was
Yep.
later down the road, um, you you actually can find something
Yeah.
to soften the blow.
Yeah.
Time time heals most wounds, not all of them.
Yes. And way I read. Yeah. And Morella said I agree, Thomas. So about that. So Lady Lo-Fi, I don't like it either, Hershey. Sometimes it just means delays, though. And Jonathan said, I think the Three of Swords is the most popular tattoo to get from the tarot. Why would you put the Three of Swords on your body? Isn't that like attracting all of that?
Well, it may be a separation of a family member or loss of a loved one, a grief.
Okay. I mean, I get it, but yeah, you can't keep everything. You have to purge once in a while. I can actually see you, me, and Hershey having a conversation about the Three of Swords. Actually, you know who would be good with that too. Also, is um um oh, the name escapes me. So sorry. Oh, look, guess who's in the car? You know, all of the best chatters. Yay. Okay, so you've shown all your cards,
I've
Thomas?
shown my 9 card, yes.
Wow. Okay. Well, now you're just going to have to be nice and pay attention to me because I still have some more cards. So, um, but I'll go through them fairly quickly. And then if people want to see certain cards, they can. The people who have watched me know that the Two of Pentacles is my favorite card in the tarot deck. And so I am okay with this. This is a card that says change. And I actually like a lot of the words in the word clouds. So, and like flux is down there, and it's like, ooh, these are good. So, okay. Lottie B said, where did you buy your decks from? There seems to be a lot of counterfeits out there. I buy mine from publishers. I usually do not go to the Zon of Amma because sometimes it's hard you may not be able to find an authentic deck unless it comes from that publisher. And but that so then I also will buy direct from the creator if possible. So you just have to be careful. So Lady Lo-Fi likes the deck. Where did you get yours, Thomas? Where did you say?
I got mine from Macari. And it, as far as I can tell, it seems to be an original because it had the pamphlet with it.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In the Kickstarter funding, there was an option for people to get 120 decks to be like a retailer display, and then there was 120 tuck box decks plus 120 tin decks.
Yeah.
That was being offered in that Kickstarter campaign.
Cool.
But a lot of money for that.
Yeah.
More money than my single deck, that's for sure.
Yeah. This is, I also like the Eight of Wands, and this is swiftness. And what I appreciate about this card is I am particular about Eight of Wands. And there's something about this that reminds me of steps. And then all of the words on here work well for me, to be honest with you. So, and Jonathan said it's on the British UK. The link on the website takes you there for the deck. Okay.
The happytoast.com.
It may take you to Happy Toast, or it could take you to wordcloud.com, wordcloudtarot.com.
Yeah. And if you go to wordcloudtarot.com, they have very nice pictures. So if you want to see the words in the background, you can see them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I also like the Nine of Wands. One of the things that I like is I like the word manifest on here, the keyword. And so I think a lot of these, this is one of the better versions of this card that I've seen, because I'm looking, oh, I like that. And I also, I like the Page of Pentacles, number 11. And part of it is I enjoy it because there's these great words for it, you know.
Bookish and crafty.
Yes, I'm like going,
and totally dutiful, and they're all
yes,
they're all things that adjectives that fit Gerald. Adverbs, adjectives.
So there you go. So I did have so if you want to see, oh, by the way, Lottie B, don't buy from Temu or that other store, because those are all counterfeit decks. Period. Don't buy tarot decks from Temu. But you do you. Purchase responsibly. Know your limits. So I'm not telling you what to do. I had some cards where I was like going, Thomas, help me understand these. Are you willing to do that for me?
I'll try.
One of the things that I was a little weirded out by was the Fool. And I'm looking at some of these keywords and I'm like going, conviction, doubt, action, excitement, bliss, eccentricities, exhilarating. I'm like going fearless, you know. I get some of those, but others I'm like going, what?
So can you fit them in with the reversed meaning? Some of them.
Actually, you know what this would, you know what would really help this? If some of the reverse meanings were on this upside down.
Yeah.
That would really make it. Okay.
That's what I was thinking, that same thing.
Oh, Lady Lo-Fi said, I need to get a kinder, gentler deck like yours, Gerald. My old school Rider-Waite has been scaring me lately. Well, put it in timeout, Lady Lo-Fi. So, and yeah, okay. Thanks, Lottie B. And MLR said, yes, why would the Fool have conviction at the start of a path? I don't know, but and something that's interesting. Oh yeah, these would actually go well together. Are those by the same creator?
Uh,
Stoller? Is it a
this
happy
is
toast?
Stoller. Let's see. What's his name? Andy or Adam? Adam is. It might be. Adam is the name of the creator.
And Adam looks like that. That would make complete sense to me, because
Makes sense, doesn't
when
it?
you've shown that, I've like gone, oh, okay.
Yeah, that was for the happier, gentler tarot, because this Stoller tarot, is Michelle Marie's favorite card, the Ten of Spoons.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
but
And
this is the right size for my automatic card shuffler, so
cool.
that's why on my channel you see that a lot.
And people, if you would like to see a certain card in the deck, please put it all in caps, and I will do my best to show them. Seven of Cups they called debauch. And I'm like, on all of these images, all of these words are not how I see the Seven of Cups. Does that make it right and me wrong, or vice versa? No, it just means that I have to pay very close attention to this when it comes up in a reading.
When I get the Seven of Cups, it's like I liken it to too many choices. The 64 box of crayons.
Yes.
Just give me the 8 standard and I can draw a picture. But if you give me 64, I agonize over
It
every
can,
color choice.
yes. It's overwhelming, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
I am capturing these. I have two more to show. Here's the Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords does not look happy at all. The brows are, and some of the words are not what I would say. But that being said, then I have the. Yep, I will get that out too. Okay, so that they want to see. Okay,
High
the High
Priestess.
Priestess. Okay, so the High Priestess uh, is called Priestess in this. Here we go. MLR, I'm going to remove your comment, and then Nalani, I'll show the Magician. I do appreciate the artwork of these. And then, yes, the Nalani, the Magician. So, yeah. I like how the word dexterity is on for the Magician. I would not have thought of the word dexterity with the Magician, but it makes sense.
Put your mind at. Does mine? It does have dexterity, but it's not. The wording's a little different.
Oh, is it really? Interesting.
It's my dexterity is. Oh no, never mind. You're
Right there.
good.
Yeah.
I was looking above the wand.
Yes,
See,
Jonathan.
maybe I do need my glasses, Hershey. Thank you.
I told you, but I wasn't going to say anything. It's the same card. We figured it out. Here is Justice, Jonathan. So, does anybody else have a card that they want to see? Please type it on all caps for me. So, but yeah, so You're welcome, Jonathan. And I can see clearly now. It's what happens when you put glasses on, Thomas.
I may fib and say, but I put my contacts in. I never, I did try contacts one prescription round, and it's like, I can't poke myself in the eye and get them in. I could not get them out. I fought getting them out.
Sure. Okay, so let me ask you this. The other thing that I like to find out is how do you use this deck, Thomas? When you do, I will get the Eight of Cups for you, Jane. How do you use the deck?
I just pick it up. I pick it up quite often and do readings with it, just because I like the choice of words, or to pick out different words than what I've been using.
Yes,
because like Jane likes to encourage me to do a little more intuitive instead of by the book readings. But I'm conflicted because I want to educate people on my channel. That's part of my platform.
Well, of course, and people are going to notice that because they're going over to your channel and liking and subscribing. His link is below.
And then, so I've been branching out, Jane. I've got a intuitive tarot journaling that we're doing on Sundays at noon Central. So we're all the way up to the Empress. So we're going to do Emperor next Sunday, or this coming Sunday.
Jane said I would not use those words for the Eight of Cups. I would not either. And I'm going to get the Eight of Cups out again. I'm just putting some things back because the Eight of Cups has on it callous, apathy, away, escapism, consequence, abandonment, arrival, cynicism, denial, embarrass, abdicate, award, dejection. I wouldn't necessarily use those words on this for this. So,
but then if you're doing a political reading about the UK, you may need the word to abdicate, and
well, true.
It's there.
And here you go. This is Jane the Seeker Tarot approved. I think you should do exactly what you want, Thomas.
And I usually do, Jane. So that's why I'm in the shape that I'm in today.
Yeah. There's some conversation. Somebody, I think it was Lady Lo-Fi, got their first pair of progressives the other day and can barely see them. I could not do progressives because I just couldn't do it. So, but yeah, mic drop.
Yeah, I have the lines in my bifocals, just for that reason. I mean, you really don't look out your peripheral anyway if you've got glasses on. Or when I put my glasses on, I'm usually concentrating.
Yeah. Book said, Thomas, both the putting in and taking out contacts were the most unnatural act I've done, and I'm an old crone.
Well, that's why we blink, is to, keep things off of our eye.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I know, for entertainment purposes only, it can take an adjustment period. Don't take them off and then put them back on again. or change your glasses the same day, because then your eyes will not get adjusted to them.
Yeah.
Jane said, "Did you know you can see your nose? Our brains erase it out."
Yeah, one of my noses is over here, one of my noses is over there. I see
Well,
two noses.
that's why your sense of smell is so important. Lady Lo-Fi said, "But my readers are so annoying, always misplacing them." Well, yeah. So, does anybody else have cards that they want to see? And I use this is one that like I said a couple of weeks ago in the 5 4 3 2 1 tarot with Jamie, that I do reversals with. So I do reversals with that. So, but, you're welcome. And I think Jane the Seeker and I were doing readings this morning, and the 10 of Wands kept showing up, and it's called Oppression.
And I usually go with burden for that one.
Yep.
Are you carrying your own burdens, or are you picking up burdens that other people lay on you?
Yep. You're welcome, Jane. All right. So anything else you want to say about this deck?
I think it's a good all-around general purpose deck. It lightens things up, but cost might be a prohibitive factor for people. This is the most expensive deck that I own.
Okay.
But I wanted it because I did like the humor in the cartoons. And you've let me know that it's by the same author as the one that I've been using, so no wonder I'm drawn to it.
Well, and I would think also that the two of them would work very nicely together. That's something we should do, Thomas. You and I should do readings. I'll use the happy cloud or the word cloud, and you can use the stoller.
Okay.
Stay tuned, everybody. But Amanda G is here. So I would also say that know your limits, purchase responsibly. If you are watching the playback and you want me to do a flip through, let me know. And I am also, this is on wordcloudtarot.com. Here, I'm going to shuffle these. I'm going to do some shuffling because just to see. So that big, and so it does have a decent shuffle. And I read Jane's mind either because I was going to shuffle them, or I was saying, Thomas, you and I. Oh, she was just going, how does it shuffle? Jonathan said the price on UK Amazon isn't bad. £20 for the tuck box and 30 for the tin plus shipping. It's the shipping that's the killer. So, it also it does an overhand shuffle pretty well. And I have to put some. I have to shuffle this a lot because I had it all in right order. So, Thomas, please tell everybody what you have coming up on your channel.
Well, tomorrow Trudy is hosting me on her channel at noon Central, 1 o'clock Eastern. And we're just going to do our thing, talk for a little bit, and read some cards for people. So if you want a reading, come on over.
Nice. And what time is that again?
1 o'clock Eastern, 12 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Pacific.
Okay. And
then Thursday, Hershey the Shadow Reader and myself are going to be guests of Allie of Heart and Soul Connected
nice.
at 4 Eastern, 3 Central, 2 Mountain, 1 Pacific.
Are
I
you?
don't know what Hawaii?
I don't know about Hawaii. Jonathan, how many hours difference are you Eastern, or how many hours difference are you to one of them? So you're welcome, Morella. And Michelle Williams said, I have to say, you guys made it difficult for me to focus on my work. Sorry, not sorry. I mean, you got us here. I mean, come on. We're going to distract you. It's the very handsome hats, isn't it? It's the good hats. So, but okay. So later today, I am actually having a back and forth with Jamie and Gerald and Angela Cardamancy Mesquite and Purple Elephant Deb H are asking us questions. And then just basically like and subscribe to the channel because I have a whole bunch of stuff coming up. So, and Jezree is here. Hi, Jezree. Does your hat have holes? Have horn holes? No, because it actually has horns. So I just tuck them in. I don't show off my horns to everybody. So yeah, it is definitely the hats. So if you get this, please let us know. And all right. Oh, you know what? Here's a word for the day. Welcome. Today's video is sponsored by the word moist. Everyone say it with me. Moist. 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 That's the first one that I ever did like that. And I'm like going, I love it. And some people don't like the word moist, but I think it's perfect. So
Houston in the summertime, you just can't help to be moist or dewy.
Moist dewy or moist or dewy. That sounds
or
like
dewy.
Moist or dewy. Hi, I'm Moist or Dewy.
Secretious brother.
Secretious brothers. Oh my God. All right. Gerald, doesn't that doesn't want everybody to know that he's horny. That's exactly right, Jezree. That's why I keep them in like that. So people have a visceral reaction to that word sometimes. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Like Amanda G. Eek. So
Trigger warning. Trigger warning.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, here you go. My mind is flipping between the gutter and the yard. Yes. I know Hawaii doesn't do daylight savings, but so we went from being 6 hours apart to 5 hours apart. That's you and me? Okay. Cool. All right, everyone. Thanks very much for joining us. And go over and like and subscribe to Thomas's channel. Thanks, Thomas, for being here.
Well, thanks for inviting me back. I enjoy my time with you.
Well, thank you. And I think when we're done with this, we may have to look at December to see if we can do readings with, I'll do Word Cloud and you do Stoller.
Okay.
And, and maybe I'll invite the creator to read with us. I don't know. But that'd be crazy.
That would be fun.
Yes. All right. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, Best Chat.